we talked a little bit of how we can look at passing the seated guard as like a half guard because my leg ends up between his legs, which is what makes a half guard really, right? So now we're going to take that concept and we'll talk about the single leg. So with the single leg, we're very used to controlling that one leg standing up, pitching it between mine, and using that to fight for a takedown. But if I take that position and I flop myself on my back where I have Daryl's leg between mine, I would say that's a half guard. So when you start dividing them, you start missing the opportunities between the two. Because when you start thinking about your half guards and your open guards, you start thinking about the guard mentality. And the guard mentality can start being very limiting. You start thinking, okay, I have my guard, I'm trying to sweep, I'm trying to retain, I'm trying to submit. If I start thinking of my half guard as being halfway to a single leg, I have one of the big ingredients I need for a single leg. I have great control on one leg, right? That can start opening my game up and give me new options. I can start looking at how can I get from this half guard into a really good single leg position. So I start thinking half guard I start thinking of like, okay, I'm halfway into a single leg. Now where can I go from here? How do I make the single leg better? And that starts opening up your half guard game a bit. So in this half guard game, back up a little bit forward, please. Cool. So I have a really basic half guard. Just triangling my legs here. Now I'm assuming for this technique, I'm pretty low in half guard. I have my underhook already. I did a lot of things to get here. You can talk about it in another book maybe. I'm just going to be nice and low in this position. If I'm super high, this technique's not going to work. Okay, I'm doing nice and low here. And Daryl's already kind of leaning into me a little bit. Now in this position, you go for my half guard. Sometimes you can loop around behind the thigh already. You can just keep this behind on the belt line is fine too. Keeping this arm away. Opening my legs up. Now in one powerful motion, I'm going to knee him in the butt to drive him forward. I'm going to kick my leg out. I'm going to use this to pop into my single leg. So I'm going to go here. So coming up. Right? Do that one more time. Move over here. Open it up. Nice and low. Pop. Now look at this position. So I got my leg nice and straight. I got this leg up pretty close to my chest here. Makes it very easy for me to pull this arm out and rotate right up into this single leg. So I'm back in the position where I'm going to set the table and look to finish. Okay, it's a very quick transition, very quick technique. You're just kneeing him in the butt pretty quickly. But the deal is, if you want to back up just a second, Daryl, the big part is the way I'm moving my legs. So if I'm here, I got a half guard. When I knee him in the butt, I'm scissoring my legs nice and hard. So I'm kicking this leg out to get it free. I'm kicking this leg up to get him to pop forward and go like this. Now it's very easy to rotate up onto my knees very quickly. A lot of people have trouble with this technique. They knee, and then they kind of come here. And this is a hard position to stand up. I need my bottom leg straight so I can roll right up into that single leg. It's a very quick technique. It's a very effective technique. I use it all the time. And the more aggressive they're kind of driving into you, the easier that single leg is. So if you start thinking about that half guard as being kind of like a single leg, not even a new threat, that game starts expanding even more. So that gets to be pretty cool.